Alright, so this is the first goal of the game, courtesy of a Jacob Glesnes header off of a Kai Wagner corner. You can see Miami's lining up here, playing a man-marking system. Kremoski, who's number 30 on Miami, he's the only one that's not marking anybody, so he's playing a little bit of a zonal defense. Kai Wagner, I'm going to get up and send an in-swinging cross in here. And this is just a clear mismatch. Goal, Jacob Glesnes. Ruiz, who was man marking Jacob Glesnes, he's listed at 5'11", while Jacob's listed at 6'2". And Jim Curtin said after the game, we knew coming into this match we had a height difference, and that's something that they wanted to take advantage of. First corner of the game for the Union. First goal. Unlike last game against Orlando City, where they only connected on 2 of 7 headers off of corners. First one of the game, they connect off of it. Beautiful goal. And set pieces, so key. And the Union set the tone early on in this game in the 13th minute by Jacob Glesnes. You can see completely out-muscles his defender, gets the better of him, and it's an easy goal for Jacob Glesnes, his first of the season, and this is what we want to see more of. Alright, so this is the second goal of the match, courtesy of Julian Carranza, who's highlighted on your screen. This whole play starts off of a giveaway by Inter Miami off of a throw-in. Carranza finds Daniel Gazdag in a lot of space here. The cross in by Gazdag takes a huge deflection off of Arroyo. Ball bounces over McVeigh's head. Mikel Ua can lay it off to Julian Carranza, and it's a goal for Carranza. After not scoring in his previous 2 games, Julian Carranza finally back on the score sheet. His first goal against his former club in Inter Miami. And sometimes you got to make your own luck. The Union take advantage of a poor throw-in by Inter Miami, and now they break on the counterattack. You can see on your screen 3 players highlighted on Inter Miami. All of them get sucked in to Julian Carranza trying to win the ball back. It puts Daniel Gazdag in a ton of space here. You're going to have Mikel Ua one-on-one versus center back. Little luck for the Union. Takes a huge deflection. But you got to capitalize on those chances. And Jim Curtin always talks about creating your own luck. The Union absolutely create their own luck on this play twice here. And for Inter Miami, they're going to be kicking themselves. You botch the throw-in, takes a huge deflection. McVeigh late to react to track back on Julian Carranza, and Carranza able to score against Inter Miami. Alright, so this is the third goal of the match, and this is by far the best goal that the Union scored this game against Inter Miami. This has to be up there with the top 5 Union goals so far this season, and this just comes from the Union playing a ball from Jack Elliott into Jose Martinez, and this long ball up to Olivier Baze from Jose Martinez. This is the most underrated part about Jose Martinez's game, in my opinion, is the accuracy of his long ball passing. One of the best passes on the team. And if you think that pass is good, right here, the movement by Daniel Gazdag to run into that space pulls David Ruiz out of position because he has to mark Daniel Gazdag. And so that space that Ruiz leaves behind, highlighted in the white circle, is Arroyo. He's going to go ahead and run into that space. Highlighted also on your screen is Leon Flach. And because of Ruiz following the run of Daniel Gazdag, Arroyo going into that space that Ruiz left, it leaves Leon Flach wide open. Good find by Bizo. Beautiful flick by Daniel Gazdag. Wide open Leon Flach, and terrific finish by Leon. And who knew Leon Flach had this in his locker? Leon Flach gets his second career MLS goal, his first since 2021 against the Columbus Crew back in October. And you can see how much this means. The players all excited for Leon Flach. Great ball in by Bizo. Terrific flick. And great job by Bedoya to find the wide open Leon Flach, for Leon to call for this ball. Say, hey, look, I'm wide open. And to trust Leon Flach to get the shot. Miami do a good job to close this down quickly. But Leon Flach, he picks up his head. He sees the corner he wants to aim at. And this is just a terrific finish from a player that doesn't get a lot of love what he does offensively. But Leon Flach made the most of his chance. 3-0 Union. Alright, so this is the 4th goal scored on the evening. The only goal scored by Miami on the night. This one's going to come courtesy of Robert Taylor from the left side of the field. And this is Taylor's second goal against the Union this season. And we saw Miami do a really good job throughout the game using their width, playing from side to side. And you can see they have a little bit of a overload on the right-hand side, 4v2. And because of this, Bedoya and Martinez are now going to go ball side, which leaves the left side of the field completely exposed. And Miami does a really good job realizing this. They move the ball quickly. And Robert Taylor is going to have a terrific finish here. A little bit unlucky that this ball comes off of Jacob Glesnes, but because Miami had overloaded that right-hand side, that meant that the Union had to get pressure over there on that ball, and if Miami can move the ball as quickly as they did, they were always going to get a shot at goal here. Again, a little bit unfortunate that this ball is going to take a deflection, but really good movement by Miami on this play. And like I mentioned, all night long, they were going side to side. The Union couldn't get any pressure out wide because they're playing in that 4-4-2 diamond. Does Joe Bendik make this save? Possibly. Takes a huge deflection off of the thigh of Jacob Glesnes, but 4-1 Union. All right, so this is the fifth and final goal of the evening. This one comes courtesy of an own goal scored by Inter Miami's David Ruiz. Highlighted on your screen is Julian Carranza, and the reason we're highlighting Julian on this play is because it starts with Julian. Look how far he is in the Union's midfield, his willingness to track back and try to win this ball back, and this is what Jim Curtin praises every single week about Julian's game. Yes, his job is to score goals, but not many strikers are going to be willing to track back and press. And that's exactly what Julian Carranza does right here. A great tackle on Ruiz. The Union win the ball. They want to transition quickly. Daniel Gazza picks his head up and notices only one player is forward, and that's Mikel Uhre. So he's going to slow it down. And now he picks out that pass to Mikel Uhre. Mikel Uhre has a couple options here. He can play this ball into Jack McGlynn. You can see the hand by Jack. He's calling for the ball here. And if Mikel opts to play this ball, Jack McGlynn's probably going to hit this first time. He's in a ton of space to hit it first time, but Mikel is going to opt not to play that ball. He's going to continue to slow it down, and now opt for that pass to Julian, which results in the own goal by Ruiz. And it's unfortunate for Miami where you look, the stats say 1 XG for the Union this game, and a lot of mistakes by Miami this game, and the Union capitalized. But I want to go back to this play. The hustle, the determination by Julian Carranza to win back this ball. And you got to give her credit to Miami. You see, they lose the ball, and to their credit, they get numbers back quickly. They don't allow the Union to counterattack. It's a great pass out to Mikel Uhre by Daniel Gazdag. But it's Julian Carranza. And, yeah, he would have loved to have scored a brace here, but you know what? The Union aren't going to complain because they get the fourth goal of the game. And we've heard Jim Curtin talk about how important just upping your goal tallies could be towards the end of the season. That can be the difference of hosting MLS Cup and not. And the Union get a key goal here, the fourth of the night, and it's all because of that man, Julian Carranza. Great ball by Daniel Gazdag to find Mikel Uhre. You can see Julian's going for it, but Mikel calls him off. Could have passed that ball into Jack McGlynn, opts for the cutback to Julian Carranza in the back of the net. And look, the Union weren't great on the night, but they took advantage of a lot of mistakes by Miami. And this Miami team, they're going to need a lot more than Lionel Messi and Sergio Busquets. And this is a game that those two players are not going to want to watch ever again.